Lawmakers just passed a first-in-the-nation bill to phase out ultra-processed foods from school lunches with overwhelming bipartisan support. Now, AB 1264 is on Governor Newsom's desk. His signature, the final step before this becomes law. The nonprofit End Chronic Disease helped craft this bill with San Fernando Valley Assemblymember Jesse Gabriel. And similar laws nationwide. Kelly McKenna is the CEO of End Chronic Diseases. Good to have you. I think I should be saying congratulations.
Thank you.
The passage of AB 1264, it's on Governor Newsom's desk. As mentioned, do you expect him to sign this?
We'd be very surprised if Governor Newsom doesn't sign this. I can't speak for him, but a few reasons. Earlier this year, Governor actually issued an executive order directing state agencies to find solutions for the harms of ultra-processed foods. Additionally, over the last few years, he's shown great leadership in passing similar bills in food safety and nutrition in schools. And to your point, this bill was overwhelmingly bipartisan. This was one of the most bipartisan bills in the history of the state of California. So it would be quite shocking if he didn't sign, and we're looking forward to hopeful signature in the coming weeks.
It is so rare to get bipartisan support, and this had overwhelming. There was just a single no vote, as far as I understand. Why do you think that this generated such widespread support across the aisle?
Well, what could be more bipartisan than children's health? There's no such thing as a Republican child or a Democrat child. I also think it speaks more broadly to national conversation and awareness on the acute problem of chronic disease in the country, and this is something that our current children are significantly more impacted than prior generations. We now have almost 50% of young children having a chronic disease. These are things like diabetes, obesity, heart disease, and we've really seen national awareness grow greatly over the last year, and so this is why you're seeing the bipartisan support. It's reached a point of no return. We have to do something about it.
So the proposal would define as ultra-processed any food or beverage that includes flavor or color enhancers, and that is high in saturated fats, sodium, or specific added sugars or sweeteners. What does this mean for schools? How do they implement this? What's next?
Yeah, so what's next from here? So the bill lays out the definition for ultra-processed foods, as you mentioned, and what would meet this definition would be things like packaged cookies or Cheez-Its. Although the bill doesn't ban those foods outright, what it does is it says that a scientific advisory committee now has until June of 2028 to identify what are the most harmful of these ultra-processed foods that are linked in peer-reviewed science, linked to causing specifically these chronic diseases, cancer, diabetes, fatty liver disease that are wreaking havoc on children. And then from there, and the criteria for identifying what's harmful, not only is it scientifically linked, but these are also foods that might be banned in other countries. And they also have to be shown to be contributing to addiction of these foods. And then schools and vendors have 4 years from that 2028 deadline to fully phase them out of school. So it's designed to be very supportive of all of the stakeholders involved.
Okay, so there are still some industry groups like the American Beverage Association, for instance, that says that the bill ropes in too many unintended foods and would create a, quote, unnecessary liability for schools serving these products, as well as manufacturers producing food subject to these arbitrary definitions. What's your response to that?
Yeah, so in response to that, this bill has gone through 50 amendments, more than 50 amendments, to bring any sort of arbitrariness out of the equation. And like I described, those particularly harmful, they have to be showing, if they're showing by science to be causing cancer, to be causing diabetes, these are foods that should not be in school lunches to begin with. And again, with that 4-year timeline, so 2028, these companies will find out what needs to be phased out. They have 4 years to innovate, to come up with better products.
Well, as mentioned, congratulations. You've been going strong in this fight for some time now. So we'll see. Do we have any idea when he'll sign this or not?
He has until October 12th.
Okay.
So, yeah, which should be hopefully any day now.
Okay, well, we'll obviously follow up for sure on that. To learn more or get involved, you can head to the End Chronic Disease website. It is endchronicdisease.org, and you can learn more information about Kelly McKenna's nonprofit there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marla.